whatever I can do the best. And I'm not a public speaker, so please bear with me. It's a wonderful occasion and true honor to stand before you and speak about something very close to my heart, women's empowerment in business. Prabhatji and Sai Baba organization, I am really thankful to you to inviting me to speak. For far too long, business was seen as a man's world. Women were expected to stay in the background, to support rather than the lead. But times has changed. Today we are not just sitting at the table, we are shaping industries, driving innovations, and proving that success has no barriers, no gender. I was born into the builder's family in India, and from my childhood experience, I had developed some basic business skills, but I was certain of one thing: I never wanted to marry a businessman. Instead, I married an engineer, my husband Radhe, 51 years ago, and I moved to Canada with him. Arriving in this new country, I felt lost. Everything was unfamiliar. The culture, the language, the way of life. But destiny had a different plans for me. Despite my determination to stay away from the business, my husband Radhe and I planted the seeds of Rohit Group 46 years ago while I was pregnant for my son Rohit. And the journey has been full of rewards and full of challenges ever since. This journey taught me very important. Success isn't just about the ambition, it's about resilience, adaptability, and the courage to keep going, even when things do not go as you plan. I became a warrior. Today, women entrepreneurs are breaking barriers and redefining leadership to truly thrive in the business, as Catherine has said, the most of the skills. And every woman here in this room already have that power to develop them themselves. In my business, my initial primary role was in the house design. You would be surprised at the unique perspective women can bring to the business and in the different area. Let me share an example. I would sit in the boardroom in the meetings with the architects and the men from my organizations, many of whom have been around the property since childhood. Yet they overlooked one fundamental element in the house plan. Anybody would like to guess what they missed? What? Anybody else? Anything else? No, that was a linen closet. Why? Because men typically do not do the laundry. So they never considered where it would go. Something so simple yet so essential for a functional home was completely overlooked. Along the way, I embraced every challenge that came my way. Whatever fell into my lap, I took on with determinations. I stepped in to solve problems that no one else could solve it or could not wanted to handle it. Time and time again, I had to make tough decisions. Some of the hardest decisions in my life I ever had to make. But I had to keep moving forward. Each challenge became an opportunity, and every obstacle only made me stronger and stronger. Being in business is like being a warrior. And especially, I'm in the construction industry, in the men's world, and I became a really warrior. And it's not for the faint-hearted who has a weak heart. You have to deal with the difficult people, face resistance from employees, customers, trades, etc. and constantly adapt to changing market. There is no peace because you are always on your toes, ready to respond to the new challenges. But through it all, my advice to women in this room, see business as an opportunity to make a difference in this world. True leadership is tested when there are no clear options, no clear direction. When losses surrounds you, when the burdens of making tough choices weighs on you. This journey challenged me deeply, even impacting my mental health. And thanks to my daughter, she's here. She saw those signs I was suffering from my mental health. Nobody else could see in my organization. But I came from Jhansi. Most of you, especially Indians, must have learned the name. I come from the land of Rani Lakshmi, a fearless warrior. At just the 20 years age, the same warrior spirit run through my veins. And as a strong leader, I know the importance of standing tall and pushing forward. We need women who take actions, make decisions, and do so fearlessly. And yes, that comes at a cost. The cost that does not just fight battles in the business world, you bring that war home too. At one time, my husband had a dengue and he had a 104-degree temperatures. I gave him the medication. I was in the office. And after 2 hours, I phoned for some reason, he was not picking up my phone. Those 20 minutes, and I was with my customers. But I had to leave them in the boardroom. And those 20 minutes were the hardest drive for me. Constantly I was crying. What stage I'll find my husband? I come home. My husband, what happened? What happened? Why are you home? I saw him. In 30 seconds, I was back on the road to meet my client. I left him in the house. And there's another client. This was the first major award we won in the industry. And I was supposed to be standing on my husband's side. But I get a call from my son who was only actually 11-year-old. I should not have left him at home. He phones me, Mom, Nupur is sick. I said, can you just check her peak flow meter reading? And he said, Mom, this is what it is. I said, okay, I'll call you in 5 minutes. He said, well, her peak flow meter reading is going down. Okay, I'm coming home. If it goes down before that, then you just call 911. And I left my husband. And I am in the hospital sitting with my daughter. So that is the price you have to pay being in the business. But this is the price of change, of progress, and of the leadership I had to pay. However, empowerment is just about personal success. It's about lifting others as we rise. That's why I believe in giving back, whether through mentoring, supporting charities, or investing in the communities. Because when we empower others, we create a world where more women can succeed. So to every woman in this room, don't wait for anybody's permission. Take the first step. Be bold, be fearless. Chase your dreams with confidence. And remember, failure is in the end, it's just a lesson. Today I celebrate all strong women, fearless women who refuse to back down in this room. Keep fighting, keep leading, and keep making the difference. And next year I would like to have a couple of new women on the podium.